mushrooms. But that mushroom sparkles. Welcome to my garden. And welcome to our second brave enough to care video. These are beets. It could be spinach or beetroots, you would never know. So you must trust me, these are beets. If you have spinach or beetroots, you can plant them in the same way and care for them in the same way. Beets are biennial plants. Like we said in the first video, they grow for 2 years. So if we plant them now, because it's Mediterranean climate and you can see we are already having this like spring sun here, it will grow lush in 2 or 3 weeks. In Switzerland or in northern countries, not so quickly. In March, then it snows. It will just cover perfectly the ground and protect it until the spring. On the southern hemisphere where it's summer now, it will grow like even faster. They like shade in summer because they bolt easily. They go into flower if they stress from too much heat or water stress if they don't have enough water. So you can plant them below your tomatoes, for example, or bigger plants like that are in season, like in summer would be here peppers or aubergines. So we can all actually, wherever we are, plant beets, beetroots and spinach in this moment. This is a permaculture garden. We first protect life that is already in space and then we plant more plants. It's not just we kill everything in the ground and then we start all over again. Just we using the space we have and just adding more diversity. This beet, first, we start from what we got. And just imagine this is your garden. Box. You make a small, like 1 centimeter profound hole and you put 2 nice seeds in it. 2 seeds in each hole as a guarantee that at least one will sprout, but usually both seeds sprout. So when they're big enough, like these mustards here, they have like 4 to 6 leaves, you can transplant them. I'll teach you how to do it. The depth where you plant the seed should be double of its height. But if this seed has 3 millimeters, the hole should be 6 millimeters deep. And if the seed has 1 centimeter, well, then 2 centimeters should be the hole. All seeds, really, from avocado to rocket seeds, should be planted in the same way. This is like my forest. This kale, Tuscan black kale, is like my tree, and those beets here will be like bushes. And these mustard seedling, those will be like herbs. Like herbs, and this allium, like wild garlic here. It's like small forest. I'm making here small forest in a box, and I'm teaching you how to do it at your home. You don't need a box to do it, you can do it in a pot, any kind of pot. It's just in this way. Even if it's some kind of ornamental plant and it's not kale, you can do the same thing in your pot. Just think about forest. You will plant smaller plants and bushes, below, in the shade of bigger trees. And leave enough space for plants to grow big and healthy. 2 seeds, plant them in this small hole here and just cover them like slightly. Don't compress the soil because it's full of oxygen, so we don't want to lose that oxygen in the soil. Those small like chambers, gas chambers, when it rains, water fills them and then it stays moist. So don't compress, just make a small hole, put 2 seeds in the hole and just cover slightly those seeds with the ground. And that's how we plant beets, beetroots and spinach. And now I will show you how to plant them from seedlings, because here in this pot that looks like full of weeds, and it is, what I actually have are silver beet seedlings.
Contraband from New Zealand.
Thank you. When you grow seeds, you can't always control nature. You will have more plants that you really planted. More seeds will sprout, so you will need to transplant them and find them place. You take them from the ground and try to keep as much dirt stick to the roots as you can. So to take it out safely from a nursery here, you should do is put your finger as deep as you can below the roots, really below the actual plant, and just push up and loose the grip of the roots and take all roots out. You try not to break this root and not to stress the plant in this way. So if you succeed to do it like this, the plant won't even notice that it changed at home. And then you make a big hole in the ground with your finger. That's why I said you never compress dirt, and then you just press it a bit, but you never compress the ground much, just like that, gently. As with seeds, we plant them 25 centimeters apart, cover it slightly like this, and those 3 happy baby seedlings found their new home in my garden. Make another hole here and put the plant into the soil. Just press a bit with your fingers. Don't forget to water it in the evening. Every 3 days if it's windy, and if it's really cold and snowy and or rains, you don't need to water them. But it's really important they stay moist until they sprout. Water gently each seedling, like shower them nicely. And now there is one step more. We should mulch our garden. You know, we are living in Barcelona in a highly urban area, so we don't have many opportunities to find a good mulch for a garden. So I have to use all my organic waste, all dry leaves and everything I can find really to mulch my garden. This is like weeds that are growing in my large pot, so I just leave them there to dry so I have them and use them as mulch. All the aubergines that I had this summer, I still have some of them from this summer that I left for seeds, and some are still growing. So fennel branches. Look. Try to use everything I can find. Just to make my blanket for my seedlings. Don't cover with too much mulch because we did plant seeds here, so we need to leave space and enough sun. And all I've got left from my summer garden is now mulch from my winter garden. That's what nature does. Fertile soil equals gold, waste into gold. And in this moment, fertile soil is more precious than gold, really, because it sustains all life on this planet. So please plant your seeds, take care of your seedlings, don't forget to water them and mulch them with your organic waste, anything you can find. Water it again and wait until they grow and convert into fertile soil. In this way we keep storing and adding fertile soil in our garden and store permanently atmospheric carbon into the healthy soil. We don't produce carbon, we just move it from place to place. So after the Industrial Revolution, we moved billions of tons of soil carbon into the atmosphere. So this atmosphere, these greenhouse gases, are actually our human waste. In this video and in all others Brave Enough to Care videos, we promise to teach you how to turn your waste into gold. And this is how we do it. We use our organic waste to mulch our gardens, to protect our plants, to grow them healthy and happy so we can be healthy. And in the meantime, we are producing and storing permanently atmospheric carbon into a healthy soil. This soil is now much more precious than gold, really. We are losing it so much worldwide. So if we all start producing it, I think there There is a good possibility with regenerative agriculture. I like to store that atmospheric waste and bring back our civilization into like zero emission state. That would be nice, don't you think? Welcome to our second fermentation kitchen show. Today we are going to eat weeds. We are going to make fermented rocket pesto. We are going to eat weeds because weeds are gourmet food, like with any other food. When we ferment them, we enhance their nutritional and medicinal value. So, for one small jar, we will need around 100 grams of fresh rockets, 30 grams of any kind of nuts, pinch of salt, splash of water, 1 spoon of good virgin olive oil, 1 small spoon of liquid from some previous fermentation. I hope you made ginger beer last month with us. First step, cut rockets. Small pieces. Put them in a food processor, like this. Add 30 grams of nuts. Processed. Finally, if you see that the mixture is too dry, please add a splash of water. And then keep processing a little more. Now it should be ready. It is. Transfer our mixture into a bigger bowl. A splash of water. A bit more. 1 spoon of good virgin olive oil. Or 2, if you really like it. Pinch of salt. And the liquid, if you have, from any previous fermentation that you made. I can choose here from kombucha, water kefir, my fermented veggies, and the ginger beer. And if you made ginger beer with us last month, you can use it too. So we can just add 1 spoon of our precious, beneficial, healthy microbes to our food. And then mix all the ingredients well together. Combine it well. If your mixture is still too dry, please add 1 more spoon of virgin olive oil. And mix again. I like pesto to be crunchy, that's why I don't process it so much, but you can, if you like it smooth. Now, it's done. Please try a bit. It's essential. It's wonderful. Really, you will love it. And it will be even better once fermented. Fermentation is easy, so you will learn it fast. It's about confidence, really, and understanding of the microbes that we will teach you, don't worry. Now that we have it, we should transfer it into 1 small jar. Just put all our rocket pesto into a smaller jar. Clean the sides and close the lid. So we made our pesto. You can leave it on a kitchen counter for 3 to 4 days to ferment. Fermentation depends on temperature. If it's warm, it will be quicker. So after 3 days, start tasting your pesto. When the tastes become more profound and acidic, your pesto will be ready. Store it in the fridge up to a month, and please use it in all your dishes. It's just incredible. Treat it as a pesto. Use it as a salad dressing on your fried potatoes, on your pizza, in your sandwiches. If you don't like walnuts, well, we use peanuts, so you can use any kind of nuts. If you don't have rockets and you have kale or cabbage, you can use them, or any other kind of green leafy vegetable that is in season. I can sometimes use mustard. If you forage, use weeds that are in season. Here are nettles, chickweeds, wild fennel, for example. So if you forage, please make your forager pesto. Let us know how much did you like it. And please share your recipes with us. See you soon in our next Brave Enough to Care video. Stay healthy and kiss. Bye bye. I forgot to tell you, next month we are going to make fermented beets, Eastern European way. And we are going to make borscht soup, and we are going to make one crazy morning juice. So, see you soon. Morning.